In this module, we are going to talk about global inequalities. Global inequality refers to the concentration of wealth and resources in specific countries, affecting the standard of living and opportunities of people living in the underdeveloped and developing countries. For example, wealth of the United States is concentrated among its upper class citizens, while the middle class is gradually disappearing. I would add one thing more here that when talented and skillful social capital think about the better prospects of life and migrate from his her hometown or native land and start serving to the developed world, this is where that imbalance start increasing between the developed and the developing worlds. Therefore, United Nations need to make some arrangements in this domain that if such and such developed country is going to import skillful social capital from any part of the developing world, such and such country have to has to give place to the same number of unskillful social capital from that country from where they are importing the skillful and talented social capital. This is how we can balance that thing when we believe that developed world depriving the developing world. Structural functionalism. The developed countries often justify global stratification through functionalist perspective as following. Global inequality is there because some nations are better than others. Some nations rapidly adapt the new technology and extract maximum benefits from globalized economy. All aspects of society are integral. Core nations locate their businesses and corporations in the peripheral nations that boost their economic growth. We will talk about in our next slides and modules about core states, periphery states, semi periphery or semi periphery states. Global inequality refers to the unequal distribution among nations. There are two major dimensions to this inequality: gaps between nations, gaps within nations. It means that gaps are there, not only, outside the nations, but within the nation also, are not only between nations, but within nations. For example, in any country, one state is more rich than the other state. Like there are five provinces in Pakistan. Punjab is considered more prosperous as compared to all other provinces. In the same way, in United States of America, there are different kinds of 50 states, and all have different types of inequality. So, those gaps are happening within and between nations. Global inequality is comprised of social inequality and economic inequality. Here are some examples: apartheid, industrialized and legal racism in South Africa. Blacks were subjected to numerous social inequalities. Whites were considered superior over blacks. It is very unfortunate that in the 21st century, racism is still going on at macro level, not at micro level only, but also at macro level in the global village. Other global inequalities: gender inequality, inequalities based on gender orientation and identity, ethnocentric biases, discrimination on the basis of age, industrialized nations versus non industrialized nations, core nations versus peripheral nations. So we can imagine that such inequalities are also causing those global inequalities in which we may say that different kinds of deprivations emerge, and state has to play a vital role in understanding that aspect to dissolve or resolve such cleavages.